So we're back. Let's see if we can add that. How long has it been that the unit's been off? We're using this is the ladder logic side, and we're gonna use a new function um, and new variables. I'm gonna have to use new variables as well. So let's say track offline, right? So track offline. Define. We kind of got to do the same thing, but this time I'm not going to use the second because it's going to be off. So I'm just going to use round numbers. If you see this one here, I'm using seconds when the cycle ends because that's, it makes sure that it's more accurate and gives you the minutes, not just hours. Because if the unit shuts off at 30 a minute 30 seconds, then the system only going to track that 1 minute because it's every minute. So you lose 30 seconds, and every time that happens, eventually will add up. The next time another 30, now you have a minute less. But for this particular one, because we don't want to be so accurate, this is just going to be offline minutes. So we're going to call it offline. Let's keep this saying sys offline mins. And we're going to take DM 518. Okay, DM 518. Let me just copy this guy here. I must always save. Always save. Every time I do something, I'd save. And this here just says increment as unit is offline. We don't need to save because the next time it runs, it's just going to reset itself. And we're going to do that. I'll show you where to do that. So now this basically increments that, right? And I'm going to put it right here. So this is off. This is 1 second. So let me add insert circuit. Let me just do the same thing. This is an output. So when this output is off, we're gonna do a special bit of 1 minute, and then we're going to select custom function. What did I call it? Track offline. It's right here. So now that's gonna track every time this is not on, which this is the signal to start the compressor basically. This is gonna track, right? And let me copy this again, and when this is on and cycle starts, then we're gonna reset. Oops, see, we're gonna reset it. And that should take care of that. So compressor turns on, system start tracking, reset the offline to 0, compressor turns off, this starts tracking, start incrementing. And that was 518. So now we're going to save this. We're going to transfer to the PLC. Start the transfer. Going to reboot. And by the way, this is running on a VM, so online monitoring. Offline 0, but now it should, after a minute, it should increase. That's the goal. because it's off. So let's see, that should increase after 1 minute passes. While you do that, 518, let's just add it here. Not what we wanted. We want to do that. Duplicate. Offline. Time. Amends. Click OK. I messed that up. Sorry. Let me just change this. Offline mens. Make it 517. I didn't change the name. I thought I changed the name. 517. Yeah, because I wasn't creating at that point. We're going to apply. We're going to close. So now offline mints is there. Let's double check because that was a little hiccup. It's reading 15 because I left it at 17. It's 18. That's why. Right, it was 18. Save. Oh, come on. I'm losing my brain. Oh, it's been 2 minutes. That's why it's 2. So yeah, so it's working already. That's why I was confused. I was looking for 0. So now, but before that it's been, so it's not accurate 2 minutes. It's just from we downloaded the program. So now come here. Let's do the same thing. Cancel. Supposed to duplicate. That's copy. Duplicate. We're going to duplicate it. It's going to be here, down. We're going to change this to offline. And I just realized that you heard my son asking me going into Nintendo. This is not a state text. So that's that. We're going to move a little bit more to the right. We're going to save. And now it's telling me minutes. So now let's add some units. You don't have to do division in your head. If you want to do hours, then you can just convert it. Okay, so basically we can actually do that from the system itself from here. So right, you have to divide by 60, right? Divided by 60 will give you the hours. So basically you can enable scaling, and if you're going to do simple factor and use simple factor, if divided by 5 divided by 2 is 0.6, so divided by 60, if you find your divisor, the denominator, that will be 1 divided by 60 is 0.16. So you do 0.16 and you apply, that should give you like a different number. Let's see if that's true. So even though the PLC is tracking minutes, oh, hold on, did I do something wrong? Enable scaling, simple scaling. Because it's, you gotta make this a float. Let's see if that's true. So it hasn't changed. So the next time it changes, we see whether that number is correct or not. We can hold it here and see. And if it starts, it's gonna go out of whack. It's gonna throw it out of whack for us. But let's see. Everything's still off. 5. It should change soon. I saw that. What happened? Hold on. Let me close it. Lower this. So you see, is 6 minutes or 0.096 hours. But we don't want hours. We want minutes. So you can just take that off. And that's what you see here. Let me just show you that. You see 0.1 hours. So we just round off. You can change this to hours and then boom, it tells you. But I want minutes. So we're going to just take this off. Put this back to INT. Take this off. Apply. Click OK. Goes back to normal. So next time around, it goes back to 7 minutes. And that's it. Pretty cool stuff. Thank you for watching.